How's it going, y'all? This is ChoirIzLyfe, and we are going to start a new series on this YouTube channel highlighting some of the builds that I do on my hardcore world over on my Twitch channel. If you have not followed me on Twitch, please go do so. I stream 5 days a week and would love to have you as a part of our wholesome community. This is my starter house that I started off with. It kind of went in two different phases, and so I'll show you those two different phases. Um, but the materials for this build are simple. You need about, maybe a stack of oak logs in order to use all of these things. So I stripped all the oak logs, and then I used some oak planks as well as some oak slabs. And then for deep slate, you probably only need about half a stack, if that. And we use some deep slate tiles, but we also use deep slate tile slabs. It just depends on how you like working, as well as one deep slate tile stair. And we use white stained glass panes. I think I only use 16 of them. Now moving kind of the middle level, we use stone brick slabs, stone brick stairs, and stone bricks. And that would kind of cap off the first part of the build. But if you wanted to do the second part of the build and make it an epic starter house, I'd want you to get maybe 2 stacks of oak logs, dark oak logs. And again, we will strip them. We will use dark oak planks, dark oak slabs, dark oak stairs, and black stained glass. And then here's just some decoration things that I did. You can do it differently, but I used oak fences, I used an oak door, I used some warped fences, an oak pressure plate, some lanterns, and a little bit of ladders. So this is what it ends up looking like. You see that it's 2 stories. We got the dark oak on top, the regular oak on bottom. When you walk in, you got a pressure plate in order to close it. Just put some lights around just to keep it nice and bright. And then our upstairs is just a ladder to go up here to another area. Again, it's not a very big build, but it does the job, and it looks really nice in my opinion. So here we go. Let's go ahead and get started on this build. All right, so we are going to start by just laying out the groundwork of the house, which is going to be a 9x7 outline. So we're going to dig it out first, and I'm going to fill it in with stone bricks, just so we can see the outline being 9x7. After this, we're going to go up with our stripped oak logs by 5 in all 4 corners. Nice and simple, nothing too crazy. Then we are going to use our deep slate for the floor. And on the front, we have a just one deep slate stair to go up into the house. After that, we're going to use our oak planks for the side. So we'll go 1 layer on the bottom all the way around, leaving space for a door. And then we'll start building our windows in. So we'll have a couple windows on the front of the build, leaving space for the door. Then we'll have a couple windows on basically every side, so 2 small windows. On the back, we'll have 1 large window and a small window, and on the other side, we will have another small window. Now, if you are just trying to do the simple build, you can just use the stone brick slabs to just finish it off, and this can be the end of your starter house. Make it look nice, just like this. Nothing is wrong with it. Yeah, on the inside, we'll just put in some stained glass. I did white stained glass, but again, you can do any kind that you want. And then I put the oak door in, and there you go. You have a completed house to some degree. That's not always the best for some people, and other people want to put in some details. So I put a pressure plate in on the inside, and then we'll do some detail work with some of the stripped oak logs and fences with lanterns. We put the fences on every corner just to give it some depth. And then, we put the slabs, the oak slabs, above every window just to give it, again, some depth and something more. And then lanterns on every one of the fence gates, or fences. Now on this back window, I wanted to create some sort of a window box. And so we're putting these temporary blocks in with the staircases and slabs, and then fences on the bottom just to kind of support it. And that's it for the bottom of the build. And you can keep it just like this and keep it really simple. But I felt like I should have kept going and made a second story. So we do another layer of stone brick slabs, leaving room for a ladder. And then we go up by 6 with our stripped dark oak logs. And again, just like the bottom, we do one layer around and then we start making our windows. You see here, I forgot to go too high. So on our short ends, we do a big 3x4 window. And then on the longer ends, we do 2 different 2x4 windows. And then we put in our black stained glass. And again, this can end up being the end of your build if you want to just kind of slab it up on top. But I want to do some more detail work. So in all of these corners, we put in some dark oak logs, just like you see in 2 different rows. Then on the top, as we start to create our peak, we put in some of these temporary blocks so we can put in more dark oak logs kind of facing inwards. And now just to kind of break it up on the outside with detail work, we put in our stone bricks in every corner, and then we put slabs like you see filling in between. Now to give it some depth on our windows, I decided to bring out what you see with some dark oak planks with slabs on the bottom supporting the window, and then just creating little peaks instead of keeping them nice and square. So you'll see we're doing that all the way around, similar shape with just little peaks everywhere. Now it's time to start on the roof. So we have a really tall roof on this, and we want to make sure that we utilize this stone brick. So we start by going up with our stone brick, and then we start skipping by doing stone brick and on top of it a stair. Got the stairs right there, and then on top we do stone bricks all the way across with slabs on top, again trying to spawn proof as much as possible. Now this again is acceptable, but to do a little bit more detail work, we can create another arch here. This can be a little bit confusing, so we create the arch and then we connect it into the house by using the bricks as well as more stairs, and you'll see that the roof is kind of connecting to it. And then down here we fill in that with some bricks, and then we have the warped fences to finish it off in the arch. And then we just do it again on the other side, the same exact thing, and that is the completed build. So we can do some more detailing if we want. This detailing will mostly happen inside. I didn't do too much to leave it up to you, so you can put lights wherever, but make sure that you put a ladder to get up and light up the place. And that is it. Well, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial of this little starter house. Whether you use the first phase of it or whether you decide to do the whole thing or make variations of it, I hope that it works out well for you. And I'd love to see it in your world. If you would join the Discord, which the link will be in the description, that'd be wonderful. We'd love to have you in there. I'd love for you to show off that build. And then follow me on Twitch so you can see what I'm doing live in my world, so you can see it firsthand, and then you can come watch the tutorials later. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you. This has been ChoirIzLyfe, and I hope that you have a wonderful day.